In this video, we're going to be covering why the sneaker market crashed and how you can get rich from it. My name's Kate and I run the Advanced Reselling Coaching Program. I've done personally over $2 million in sales since I started reselling, and I've helped thousands of other people do the same. So here's my interest and why I have this idea of why the sneaker market crashed and how you can get rich from it. The sneaker market is just like any other marketplace. It runs simply off of supply and demand and hype and non-hype. When the sneaker market first started to explode in 2019 to 2021, any shoe, any Jordan Retro like these that would release would instantly sell out. They'd all be reselling, including Dunks, pretty much any shoe that would release. Now in 2024, it's a completely different story. Shoes like these are really good colorways, are sitting for days. Anyone can really get a pair if they want, and they're extremely mass produced, unlike a few years ago. On top of that, shoes like these are also gonna get marked down in price. You're gonna be able to find Jordan 4s under retail, which would never happen just a few years ago. COVID had such a huge effect on the business when it first started. It really led a ton of people into the sneaker game when they watched The Last Dance, as well as just being at home, seeing what other people were wearing. They got into this hobby, and again, it was something that they could attach to and kind of remember their childhood from. Combine that with Nike having supply issues, they were only able to make so many pairs, and because of that, it kind of made a ton of shoes really exclusive. Versus a shoe like this, they were rumored to make 1.3 to 1.7 million pairs. You'd be lucky to get a new Nike release, a new Dunk release with over 60,000 pairs. Nike rode this wave for about 2 years until their quality decided to worsen because they kept making more pairs. And again, the hype decided to kind of slow down with that. Like, even check out this pair. I don't know if you guys can see the quality on the camera, but man, there is a ton of problems with this shoe. Even 3 years ago, this shoe would be way higher quality. Nike decided it was time to cash out because a lot of people had money, so they started mass producing pretty much every single sneaker model. So if anyone wanted it, they could get it. And because of that, the hype market kind of suffered. Dunks started to pick up in demand. They became very hot in 2020 and 2021. Pretty much impossible to grab a pair if you really wanted one for retail. And I never saw anyone wearing them. Now they are sitting forever. You can get them just as common as an Air Force One, which again is another thing. That's kind of Nike's plan. But again, the hype on those have almost completely gone away. One thing I do want to mention is SB Dunks still have hype because there's a big community around that with skateboarders, and they just look really cool. Plus, they make very small quantities. Most of them are only around 50,000 pairs, which again sounds like a lot. In the sneaker world, it's really not that many. Plus, SB Dunks usually only go up to size 13, 14. Some barely go up to 15, but they're very rare. They don't make as much. And the first big domino to Dunks being not rare anymore was when they decided to mass produce the Panda Dunks, meaning they would do constant restocks. And it was still popular after probably 5, 6, 7 restocks. I mean, this thing was still running on. Everyone wanted the Panda Dunks, but it really took the resale value down from like 300 to 200 overnight. And then every single restock would drop at about 10 bucks until practically they're selling under retail now. And again, that's just how hot everything was. Seriously, like, no one had Dunks. If you saw anyone with Dunks, it was pretty much they paid resale or they got very lucky hitting them because Nike just wasn't producing them. It wasn't something that they were hot on. Another reason it all came crashing down is it's not very exclusive anymore. Like I just said, no one had Dunks. Now everyone has a pair of Dunks in multiple colorways and they have multiple pairs of Jordans. So seeing a Jordan 1 high is not really that cool anymore. Pretty much everyone can get them. They can get them under retail. And that was kind of caused by inflation, which is now causing prices to go up even more, which is just making it harder for resales to make money. And today, pretty much every single Jordan release that comes out will lose you money. This shoe's only selling 10 bucks over retail, which, hey, sounds like you're making money, but after fees, you're losing about 20 bucks per pair, which is crazy because this is a really good looking Jordan. So the question is, how can you make money from shoes like these? Obviously you can't do it at retail. So again, the way to make money on shoes like these is to get them under retail. Online sales happen all the time where you can pick these shoes under retail. Same thing with in-store. Nike runs promos where you're also able to get these shoes under retail. So the key to making money in the resale market is if you can get a product or a shoe cheaper than anyone else, that's where you can make money. And that goes with anything. It can be hype shoes. It can also be regular shoes that we like to call bricks. So take these LeBrons, for example. This is pretty much a shoe that you can find on almost any website for around 100 bucks. It is a regular shoe. These are what we call a brick. I've found multiple pairs, meaning bulk, online for $90. I've seen them in store for under $85. You can get them around that price, and they are really consistent. The crazy thing is, I sell this shoe for over $150 all the freaking time. And I'm gonna prove to you that it's about the price of the shoe, not the shoe itself. If you were to buy this shoe at retail, I'd be losing around $70 each pair that I sold. But take, for example, this one on Poison, I'm making a really good profit because of the price that I got it for. Many people's ideas of a reseller is the idea that you're selling hype shoes nonstop and these really exclusive stuff, which, matter of fact, you can sell normal looking shoes because everyone wears normal looking shoes, which appeals to a much broader audience where people want to save money. So again, 150 bucks might seem expensive for this shoe, but it retails, I think, 200, 210. So really the buyer's getting a really good deal. I'm still making money and it's a win-win. Now here's why bricks are better than hype and why they always have been and always will be. Bricks aren't seasonal. The hype market doesn't really care about it, right? It doesn't go up and down. People are always gonna be buying regular shoes. So the key point is if you can get shoes for a cheap price that people want, just even normal looking basketball shoes, you can make money on it, right? Versus hype shoes, again, it's kind of dependent on the market. How many people actually want it, you don't really know. Again, it's just not consistent. Versus shoes like these, I can buy every single day, in store, online, at any time of the day, and make money. And if you're like me when I started out, you don't have a lot of cash, right? You're just trying to start a first new business. I had $1,000 when I started out. This shoe retails around $210, $215. Again, these I'm picking them up for 80, 70 bucks. I can get 3 pairs of these for the price of 1 of these. So you can really build your inventory a lot quicker with bricks because they're a lot cheaper. So if you bought these for retail, you'd be losing $15 versus if you bought 3 of these for the same price, you'd be making $175. That's a $190 swing on a $210 item, right? That's why it's so important to know what you're buying and be able to tell what the margins are going to be on that shoe before you purchase it. And that's the magic of bricks. You can spend a lot less money and make a ton more. And because of that, your ROI, meaning your margins, are going to be a whole lot better, right? If you're buying a cheaper shoe, it's a whole lot easier to double it than if you're buying a shoe that's, $200. So it doesn't matter what happens to the hype market or the sneaker market, because with shoes like these, you can make money no matter what. Take, for example, one of my clients, Andy. He did $52,000 last month on Amazon, which is absolutely crazy. And guess what shoes people are buying on Amazon? You think they're buying shoes like these? No, they're buying everyday runners, trainers, whatever it is. And that's how you can make money on. So that's how you can get rich off the sneaker market crash, which is more like a correction, right? These shoes are always going to be popular. They're always going to maintain some value. But the whole idea is you can make money no matter what if you know what you're buying and you're getting things for a good price. I'm Caden. Thank you for watching this video. Have a blessed one.